King Ashoka erected a bell tower with a huge bell to hold religious debates amongst religions. And when the Buddhists won, the bell would start ringing, telling Pataliputra that the Buddhists had won. But one time the Buddhists become overconfident and the bell goes silent for 12 years. Now the Buddhists want the bell to start ringing again, and for that they have to win the debate. Folks, how do the Buddhists get the bell ringing again? To know that, to understand that, view this video till the end. It's very interesting. This is Ashoka's story. Now my Buddhist friends, there's a popular story that Ashoka made a bell, and made a bell for debates, inter-religious debates. Ashoka, this proves that India was a religious democracy. Ashoka made a huge bell so that, which was used in religious debates, and he would make all religious sects debate. And when the Buddhists would win, that bell would ring so that the people of Pataliputra could hear what was happening. So folks, that is according to Zhang, this later someone made a stupa over that spot. Now according to Zhang, it was northwest of Ashoka's relic stupa. The Ashoka's relic stupa, which was in the name of a medicinal fruit of India, that is lime. Lime is the medicinal fruit of India. I've lived in rural India all my life. Anything would happen, any stomach problem, my mom would, give me lime water. Folks, that's the lime. And the stupa, relic stupa, in my previous video I have shown you, is there were two Ashokan relic stupas. One was Lemuabad next to Chintaman Chak. Now northwest of that, Ashoka erected this bell tower. Bell tower because debates would take place, and when the Buddhists won, that bell would ring so that all the sanghrammas would hear of the victory and they would also ring their bells. Folks, one day, according to Zhang, the Buddhists had become overconfident. So one year they lost. So the bell, according to the rules and regulations, though Ashoka was a Buddhist, that bell fell silent, and it remained silent for 12 years, 12 long years. It remained silent. Now folks, my Buddhist friends, Adi Shankaracharya. Adi means half. Yeah. His name was something called Deva. He said that that bell should start ringing again because the Buddhists cannot lose. But the Shankaracharya, his boss, he says, no, I will go. And the student says, no sir, I am fit enough to debate with them. You are too big a character. Let me go, I will win them. So the Shankaracharya, he tells Deva, okay, then you debate with me, and if you win, you can go. And they debate, and the student wins because the teacher, the Shankaracharya, had taken the side of the heretics, which he failed to support. So Deva comes, and people of Pataliputra hear of Deva coming from South India. It's not South India, actually it will be from somewhere from South Bihar. So they hear of the Deva coming, and then they, go to and tell Ashoka that outsiders should not be allowed to come in, and whatever debate takes place, it should be locally, not done by outsiders. So the city is cordoned off so that outsiders can't come. But this Deva comes, and He takes grass, hides his clothes in the grass, and he enters the city as a grass cutter. After he enters, he wears his clothes, goes and rings the bell. People go and inform Ashoka that a unique person has come and he is ringing the bell. Now that was unlawful, and Ashoka went according to the law. That was unlawful. So Ashoka comes angrily and says, you have rung the bell without a debate, so you are going to be punished. At which Deva replies, no. The bell is made to be rung, and I have rung it, and I will continue ringing it because I want to debate. Folks, and this place is known today as Railli. Railli means making a lot of noise. That is what Tsang said was the name of the stupa. So when I visited the place, unfortunately the bell was stolen. Sadly, the bell has been stolen. Now when I visited the place, I asked people, can you tell me anything about your ancestor, your village? They said, we hear that debates used to take place. Inter-religious debates used to take place. See, it tallied with Tsang. I was delighted. I had found the bell stupa, Ashoka's bell stupa, and it's just next to his palace. His palace is Pachmahala. So basically, the bell, this Railli village, which is the bell stupa, is proof that Pachmahala is Ashoka's palace, because Ashoka at once comes from his palace to this bell. And Railli proves that Sarnaura is Ashoka's hell, folks. See, all these places must be close to Ashoka's palace, that is Pachmahala. So folks, Railli is Ashoka's bell, where he conducted religious debates, which is called in Hindi Shastrarth. Even today, the Brahmins, they are, always debating. So this has come down from centuries. So folks, let's check out what Tsang has to say. And I will show you Railli, the bell stupa, in Google pictures, and then you can see photographs of it. Okay, so let's see what Tsang has to say. Now let's see what Tsang has to say about the, bell that Ashoka put. To the northwest of the Amalaka stupa means to the northwest of Lemuabad, the medicinal fruit of India is in this area is not Amalaka, it's Lemu, and the village is also known, the stupa is also known as Lemuabad. So, Lemuabad stupa, in the middle of an old sanghrama is a stupa. It is called establishing the sound of the ghanta, kinti. Now this is, kinti is a mispronunciation of the name Railli. Establishing the sound of the ghanta. Making the sound of the ghanta means making a lot of noise. That is in the local language is called Railli, and the village name is Railli. At first there were about 100 sangrammas in this city. The priests were grave and learned and of high moral character. The scholars among the heretics were silent and dumb, but afterwards, when that generation of priests had died out, their successors were not equal to those gone before. Then the teachers of the heretics means hereditary, matlab santan se santan, sanatan, which is the Hindus, during the interval gave themselves to earnest study with a view to the mastery, whereupon they summoned their partisans numbering 1,000 to 10,000 to assemble together within the priest's precincts, and then they addressed them saying with a loud voice, Strike loudly the ghanta and summon all the learned men. Let the foolish ones also stop and dispute. If ye are wrong, let them overthrow us. So the Hindus challenged the Buddhists. They then addressed the king and asked him to decide between the weak and the strong. And now the heretical masters were men of high talent. The Hindus were men of high talent and marked learning. The priests, although numerous, were weak in their points of verbal discussion. The heretics said, "We have got the victory. From time forth, let no sanghrama dare to sound the ghanta to call together congregation." The king confirmed this result of the discussion and in agreement with it bound the priests to the penalty. See, now the gist of this story is what you call it. The gist of this story is that that Ashoka made a bell, and he would cause religious debates to take place. And when the Buddhists won, the bell would ring. But this time the heretics won. So the bell, they made sure that the bell did not ring, and the king agreed to that. Ashoka agreed to that. And folks, this bell remained silent for 14 years. Now let's see where this is in satellite pictures, folks. Here it is, your Chintaman Chak, all the places, Pandarak, and all the places, folks. Lemuabad. Now northwest of Lemuabad is Railli. Railli means to make a lot of noise. Railli is to make a lot of noise. So this is, see, it is northwest of Lemuabad, Railli, up here. And so folks, this is the bell stupa, which see, Zhang calls it kinti. Let's go back. Zhang calls it the ghanta or kinti. Kinti is actually Railli. Kinti is actually here. This is the word Railli, mispronounced by Zhang as kinti. Folks, now you can check out the pictures of Railli. I visited the place and I asked them, what is the history of your village? And they said, see, we hear that there was, there was a lot of, debates would take place in our village. So this tallied with Zhang. This tallied with Zhang, and according to them, Balbir Das was is their village deity. Balbir Das is their village deity, which Zhang calls Dev, folks. So basically, see, at this time lived in Nagarjuna Bodhisattva in southern India. As a youth of high renown for scholarship, when grown up he assumed a lofty title. Giving up his home and his pleasure, he practiced himself in the acquisition of the deepest and most excellent principle of learning, and arrived at the first earth. He had a great disciple called Deva. Folks, this is Balbir Das. Deva is Das actually. Deva is a mispronunciation of Das. So Balbir Das is Railli's village deity. So check out pictures of Railli. My Buddhist friends, I enjoy your view of the village that has settled on the bell stupa, that is Railli. Railli, it's means to make a lot of noise, and that is what Zhang says that he mispronounces it as kinti. Kinti, actually it is Railli. Railli kinti. So basically that is the place where Ashoka held debates, and it's just next to his palace. His palace is Pachmahla, and Pachmahla means the palace where he had indigestion, and it's just Railli is just next to it, and it is just next to Ashoka's hell also. So basically, up here, Ashoka would have debates that would take place here, and when the Buddhists won the bell, but once the Buddhists was overconfident, they lost the debate. So Ashoka had to keep the bell silent, and it remained silent for 12 years. Now, according to Zhang, a person, a Shankaracharya from South India, he got irritated with the bell's silence, and he wanted to go and get it ringing again. Means he wanted to go and win the debate. So but his student, a person Zhang called Deva, he says it's not necessary for you to go because the student was enough for the person who had silenced the bell. So the Guru, the Shankaracharya, tells the student to have a debate with him, and if he wins the debate, he can go. The student has the debate and the student wins, and then he goes to Pataliputra, which is pronounced as Pataliputra, and then he slinks in as a grass cutter, because outsiders are not allowed to come in for debates. He slinks in as a grass cutter, and then he starts ringing the bell. Ashoka comes very angry because he had rung the bell without a debate. So, but then Deva says, I have rung the bell. Bells are meant to ring, not to stay silent. So I have rung it. There must be a debate. So a debate was held, and Deva won the debate, and the bell started ringing. You can call it the Buddhist bell. That bell must be searched and found, folks. If you like this video, subscribe to my page or channel, and follow and like it. Thank you.